Hi everyone, this is Hilde here, dropping in quickly. I was talking to a client and I was just by the membership group doing a little live because we're doing a kidney filtration month, which is so important. But I wanted to pop into you too, to give you a couple of pointers when it comes to your kidneys. Because I thought, you know what? We're all trying to do better, to better our health. And we're doing that through seeking out what can I do, right? Like what can I do for my body? Thinking it needs to be a physical thing. So where do we start? Well, most people now, they get that it has something to do with the diet. So we don't need to be rocket science to figure out that what you put in your body matters to the body, right? It has to do with the vibration, it has to do with all the system, it has to do with nutrition, it has to do with energetics, it has to do with frequencies. We know all of this. So I recommend, a high living raw food diet. And if you want to detoxify, we detoxify. How do we do that? You go to the high fruits, you go to astringent fruits, you go to fasting, all of this, all good and well, and we're doing this. But then, you see, we're living this life with so much stress, so many toxic relationships. We have a very small sense of self-love. We don't feel like we deserve this big happiness, or we're chasing a dream for all the wrong reasons, or we were so scared or afraid when we were little that we're literally living an anxiety-filled life or a depressed life, and we don't even know why. And we didn't even know that life was supposed to be a happy one. Even though the circumstances on the outside might not look all that dandy, you can still feel amazing, Like I remember my son was telling me a story when he was really young. He was had a trip to Africa, and he was shown really poor neighborhoods, and these were refugees, but there were so many young boys playing football or soccer they were so happy, they were so free. And he came home and he told me, he said, I wish I was born poor in Africa. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, because then I could be happy. They had like nothing, but they were so happy. And it stuck with me thinking, what is it? Like, what is it that this society and this life has made us, or we have allowed rather it to influence how we live on so many levels? So where am I going with this? Okay, this is the thing. When we talk about kidney filtration, when we talk about all this crap that needs to leave the physical body because it's stagnant lymph, it's acidity, it's pain, it's autoimmune, it's bloating, and it's intestinal troubles, it's headaches. What is it that we're not looking at? Why is it that some people can walk through this healing much more easily than others? Well, it's the emotional. It's always the emotional, and this is what we need to work on, people. The emotional. Your kidneys is fear. Your kidneys is holding on to fear. When you feel any form of fear, neuropeptides right to the kidneys, holding on. So, in the membership group, if you want to get over there, we would love to have you. We're a small group though, so it's only for people who really just want to heal and want to support each other. No trolls in there, no nothing. It's a safe place. We're not only just going to do the physical kidney filtration program, which is going to relieve, a lot of pain, but we need to understand the underlying cause. We need to allow emotional healing. This is not some woo-woo thing. This is not like, oh, it's just going all spiritual. This is real. This is the cause of everything. There is always an emotional cause of every physical ailment. You have a physical body, you have an emotional body, you have a spiritual body, you have a ton of bodies. Now the physical, see, it's such a no-brainer. Look at it. So in the physical, you need to do better. So you're making yourself fresh, orange juice or apple juice, and you're making yourself this big bowl fruits, or you're making yourself a vegetable smoothie or a big salad or anything good, that's a no-brainer. But what is it within you that either makes you fear that process, or you can't stay on it, or you just, if I ask you, do you want to keep your symptoms? You're going to say no. If I ask you, do you want to be happy? You want to say yes. If I ask you, you want to be healthy? The answer is yes. But then if I tell you, why don't you try this for 30 days? Why don't you come join for 30 days? Let me show you how you can feel. Then it becomes difficult. Why? Because we're protecting our emotions. We are afraid of the change. We're afraid of what this might do. And that's the dark side of like we have like a doorkeeper, like some part of us that is trying to protect its own self by keeping us from walking into the light. And it's the fear. It's always the fear. And that's why I think kidney filtration is such a huge thing, because fear is such a huge thing. Look around society, fear, 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 fear. So let's step out of that. Let's empower ourselves through love, through nature, and through being brave enough to embrace that change. Because if you want health, heck yeah, say yes. If you want to be happy, say yes. If you want to feel better, if you want to live the life of your dreams, you need to say yes. You cannot keep saying no and maybe and I don't know and we'll see next year. Why? You deserve it right now. This is 2020. This is the year freedom. Freedom 2020 is what I call it. So that was my little rant on kidneys and fear. Okay? So watch for anything I put up on these topics, because I personally have taken my experience to the next level. This is going to be a lot of emotional healing talk, because it is the next level, guys. We got the food thing. I know there's confusion out there. We're walking back to nature. We're not analyzing this. It's out there. Now we need to look at, why are we just not doing it for ourselves? Those who want to, I must say. Those who are ready, I must say. And I think you are. Okay, so God bless, and stay centered, stay within yourself. This is a crazy ride. It's a crazy years, crazy potentials, so many opportunities. You are stronger than ever. You can always center yourself. You can always connect with your heart. You can always connect with spirit. You can always connect with who you really are. And start by feeling worthy. Just start by feeling worthy and allow yourself to feel everything you need to feel on this journey. I honor you for that. You really are healing the world. I'm hopeful. Thank you. And thank you for following what I stand for and what I do. I really appreciate it. You wouldn't even know half of how appreciative I am, because I know we're doing this together. And together we're always stronger. So have a wonderful day. Thank you.